All right, guys, how's it going? So let's use in this class here the gotta, since you practiced yesterday, so we can use gotta in this class here. All right. So number one, I gotta talk to you. I gotta talk to you. And then number two, I gotta talk to her. I gotta talk to her. Number three, I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him. Four, I gotta call her. I gotta call her. I gotta call her. Call her. Five, I gotta call him. I gotta call him. Six, I gotta call you. I gotta call you later. Excuse me. I'll have some water. Excuse me. I'll have some water. I gotta call you. See? Call you. Say after me. Repeat. Call you. I gotta call you later. I gotta call you later. Seven. I gotta call her later. I gotta call her later. Eight. I gotta call him later. I gotta call him later. Number nine. I gotta call him tomorrow. 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 All right? So try not to say tomorrow. Say say it like I gotta call him tomorrow. 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 Remember yesterday we practiced McDonald's, McDonald's, all right? Outback, Outback, McDonald's. Number 10, I'm sorry, I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him. 11, I gotta solve that issue. I gotta solve that issue. Or you can say, I gotta solve that problem. 12, I gotta handle that document. I gotta handle that document. I gotta handle that document. In case you say something like, I gotta handle with that document, it's not correct, but people will understand you. People will know what you're saying. No problem if you make this mistake. Erro. Mistake is erro. If you make this mistake, I gotta handle with this document. No problem. Try to concentrate on communication. Communication. Communication is your goal. Communication is your objective. If you can communicate your ideas, all right, uh, this is what is really important. No problem, no problem if you make a mistake like this one here. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Não é tão importante assim. No problem. It's not a big deal. If you make a mistake, erro, I gotta handle with, oh, no problem. It's not a big deal. Focus, concentrate on communication. Okay? I gotta handle that document. Gotta handle. So focus on communication, good pronunciation, right? Like gotta handle. Repeat many times. Okay? When you feel comfortable, when you're comfortable, oh, now I am comfortable, and then it's okay. Then you go ahead. Then you move on. All right. And then you go to the next sentence. Okay. Number 13. I gotta handle the reports. I gotta handle the reports. 14. I gotta handle the meeting. Gotta handle the meeting. You see that? I'll speak that in Portuguese. Eu tenho que cuidar, eu tenho que lidar com a reunião. Em português, isso aí. Eu tenho que ver aquela reunião, eu tenho que organizar aquela reunião, ok? Eu tenho que cuidar daquela reunião, eu tenho que dar um jeito naquela reunião. Assim, o cara handle. Eu vou organizar tudo. Não pode deixar que eu veja essa reunião. Vou marcar o dia, vou organizar, vou ver os tópicos, vou ver a pauta. Agora handle the meeting. Alright? I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I gotta see that right now. I gotta see that right now. I gotta see that later. I gotta see that later. Write down. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the information. I gotta write down the information. I gotta write down the phone number. Phone number. I gotta talk to the manager. I gotta talk to the manager. I gotta talk to the boss. I gotta talk to the boss. I gotta handle the reports. I gotta handle the reports. I gotta solve the problems. Solve. I gotta solve the problems. I gotta solve the problems. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta repeat that. I gotta repeat that. I gotta talk. I gotta go. I gotta check that. I got a problem. I gotta call her. I gotta call him. I gotta handle that problem later. I gotta handle that issue later. I gotta handle that report tomorrow. I gotta check that now. I gotta check that now. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the figures. I gotta write down the information. I gotta write down the information. I gotta talk to the manager. I gotta talk to the manager. I'd like. I'd like some coffee, please. I'd like some coffee, please. I'd like some water, please. I'd like some juice, please. I'd like some cookies, please. I'd like some beer, please. I'd like to see the budget. I'd like to see the budget. I'd like to see the budget. I'd like to see the report. I'd like to see the report. I'd like to go later. I'd like to go later. See you later. See you later. Oh, you finally showed up. You finally showed up. Até que enfim você apareceu. You finally showed up. Better late than never. Antes tarde do que nunca. You gonna show up? Você vai aparecer? You gonna show up? Vai ter uma festa. You gonna show up? Vai ter uma reunião. You gonna show up? Vai ter um churrasco. You gonna show up? Vai ter uma reunião. You gonna show up? Tem entrevista amanhã, hein? You gonna show up? Okay? I'd like to go now. I'd like to go later. I'd like to go tomorrow. I'd like to check that problem. I'd like to check that issue. I'd like to check the report. I'd like to check the report. I'd like to call her later. I'd like to call her later. I'd like to call him after lunch. I'd like to call him after lunch. I'd like to call my boss. I'd like to call my boss. I'd like to think about the budget. I'd like to think about my issue. I'd like to think about my problem. I'd like to think about that. I'd like to think about that. I have to think about that. I'd like to go home. I'd like to go home. I'd like to do that. I'd like to help you. I'd like to help her. I'd like to help her. I'd like to help you. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you go later? Can you talk to the boss? Can you get back to me later? Can you get back to me later? Get back. Can you get back to me later? Can you get back to me later? Can you get back? Can you get back to me later? Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Repeat. Repeat after me. Get back. Say like you mean it. Get back. Can you get back to me later? Can you get back to me later? Can you get back to me later? Can you get back later? Can you get back later? Você pode falar só o get back, sem colocar o to me para você pegar a prática. Can you get back later? Can you get back later? Can you get back later? E aí você passa para Can you get back to me later? To me later, okay? Later, later, right? Can you go now? Can you see that? Can you pay? Can you pay cash? Can you tap to pay? Can you tap to pay? Can you talk to the manager? Can you help me? Can you help me? Now at the office, two co-workers, they talk. Anne and John. Hey John, good to see you. Hey Hannah, yeah, finally showed up, huh? How are you? How's it going? I'm good, just tired. I gotta talk to you. Gotta talk to you. Gotta talk to you. Oh yeah? What's up? What's up? E aí? Sobre o quê? What's up? What's up? I gotta solve that problem from yesterday. It's not a big deal, but I gotta call the manager later. Oh, I see. I also have to handle the reports today. So many reports. Yeah, I gotta see that budget now. I gotta talk to the boss. You can do that. You need help? Need help? Precisa de ajuda? Need help? Yeah, maybe, talvez, maybe. And I gotta write down the phone number before I forget. Before I forget. Antes que eu esqueça. Wait, where's my pen? Espere, where's my pen? Onde está minha caneta? Where's my pen? Always losing stuff, huh? Sempre perdendo as coisas. Always losing stuff. I know, I know. Anyway, a propósito, I gotta check that report now. Enfim, nós falamos muito enfim também. Anyway, enfim, I gotta check that report now. Talk later. Falo com você mais tarde. Sure, I gotta go too. See you later. Bye. Take care. Ok, ordering, pedindo, talking about work. Coworkers, they meet before work. Antes do trabalho. Sorry guys, but meu vizinho tá fazendo barulho, hein? Vai ser mesmo agora, cara. Não vou ficar parando aqui. Vambora. Hi Mark, how are you? Hey Laura, I'm good. And you? I'm fine. Just a bit sleepy. Com sono, just a bit sleepy. I'd like a coffee, please. Same here, mesmo aqui. I'd like some water too. So busy day, huh? Tá atrapalhando, né? Ó, vamos lá, acho que não vai parar tão logo. Yeah, I'd like to finish that report today. And I'd like to call my boss after lunch. Bom, vocês estão acostumando a ouvir inglês com barulho, tá? I gotta talk to the manager too. And I gotta check the budget now. Alright. I gotta write down the numbers. Wait, do you have a pen? Nope. Sorry, nope. É uma outra forma de você falar não, bem tranquilo da conversação, tá bom? Nope. Do you have a pen? Tem uma caneta? Nope. Sorry. But hey, I'd like to help you if you need. I'd like to help you if you need. Se precisar. Thanks. Can you check the assessment later? Can you check the assessment later? Sure. No problem. I'd like to go home early today. Sorry. I'd like to go home early today, though. Esses dois vocês podem esquecer. No entanto, sabe? Mas não precisa focar nele agora. I'd like to go home early today, though. I'd like to go home early today, though. Ok? O americano usa bastante esse though no final. Tá? Oh, same. Let's finish fast. Vamos terminar rápido. Let's finish fast. Ok. See you later. Bye. Take care. Então tá aí. Né? Uma boa prática para vocês de listening, né? De pegar o vídeo agora e ouvindo, pegar esse áudio e ouvindo, né? Até o ouvido se acostumar a ouvir, né? Todos os dias, cara, vai ouvindo, tá? Coloca um pouquinho ali, quando você sabe, de manhã, à tarde, noite, vai ouvindo. Ouça inteiro, ouça um pouquinho, não dá, né? E vai, mas ouça, você vai ver que vai fazer diferença. Quanto mais vocês ouvirem, tá? E, olha só, com a contribuição do barulho de fundo também, né? Que vai ajudar e também você falou, né? Porque nem sempre você vai ouvir inglês com fone de ouvido, tudo limpinho, né? Então, vai estar lá o barulho da rua, o carro passando, você vai acostumar. Maravilha? Ok, vamos agradecer o vizinho pela contribuição para deixar o listening um pouco mais desafiador. Não é isso? Ok. Goodbye, guys. Take care. See you.